This just feels like it's sort of my luck when it comes to like last minute hunting and stuff. God, I feel like I just pulled out my ATV the other day to check it and make sure everything was good. And one of the tires was a little low, which I kind of knew I needed tires eventually. And then I go out the day to, you know, go hunt and load up my ATV, and the tire is just completely flat. So it went from like a little low to completely flat just in the garage in the matter of like a week. Here I am at Grand Prix Motorsports in Littleton. It's freaking 6 o'clock on the eve of opening day, and I am still in town. So now I start the long trek all the way up to Steamboat and in the dark. So that's always fun compared to I could have left at noon or 2-ish. So we'll make it there eventually. So yeah, I'm headed up Steamboat. I've got a cow tag and a buck tag, and I decided not to go with the bull tag this year. Just have not seen a ton of bulls. I mean, they're there, but my thought process is this year, if I see a bull, more than likely there's going to be cows. So I have a cow tag, might as well punch that, and then yeah, head on home. So if I had a bigger group, I might think about grabbing a bull tag as well, but it's going to be me and my buddy Brian. We're going to get up there and see what we can do. But just wanted to take you guys along for the ride and let you see another elk hunt. All right, so it is currently day 2 of my hunt here up in eastern Colorado. Yesterday, we got up early. We took the ATV up a mountain, got to the top, walked around a little bit. Actually, on the ATV ride, we saw 8 or 9 elk jump across the ATV track. And then once we got up to the very top, we kind of headed off in their direction. And it looks like they kind of went around the long way. So we missed out on those elk, but my buddy's up there camping, and they got 2 cows down yesterday. So we decided about noon or so, it was raining pretty bad. My buddy, he didn't have his rain pants on, and so he was getting just soaked. And so we decided to come back down, regroup, and then we actually drove north almost all the way to Wyoming. And actually we touched Wyoming, and we looked for deer and elk and different things that might be in some of the state trust lands and BLM property. Yesterday we saw a lot of pronghorn. We did not see a lot of deer on public. We did not see a lot of elk on public, except for the ones very early. And then there's about 70 head that our friends ran into when they got the 2 down. So they're out there, they're moving. Today the weather was a little bit crappy. We kind of decided to wait out a little bit of the storm. We're gonna get out there and hunt the rest of today. And yeah, I mean, it's sunny, it's bright now, but it was really windy and really cold this morning. So hopefully it'll stay and hover around that 32-degree mark, and we'll get an idea of where these animals are pushing. Not enough snow on the ground to track anything right now, but definitely would be easier to see footprints in the mud and things like that as some of this melts. Calling for another snow tomorrow. Thinking about taking the ATV back up to the same spot we were at yesterday. We'll do that tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys posted on the hunt. We have until Friday to get her done. Today is Sunday. So 1 day down, 6 days to go. Let's make it happen. Well, it's day 5 of a 7-day season. It's Wednesday. It's just been a brutal hunt. We haven't seen a ton moving. I did see a really nice buck that got shooted by a couple other hunters. I saw a bull, but it was just the butt end as it was taking off. And we, as a group, have 3 cows down. I haven't seen them yet in terms of cows coming my way, but I'm on the top of this mountain, almost. We got another 300-yard hike uphill, but this is where I've seen them before. Yesterday there were some that were just bedded down. They were just completely dry underneath where they had gotten up, so they they stayed there all day. And that's usually what happens in this really, really bad weather. Today should be nicer. Should be more moving around. I've come across only deer tracks all the way up here. But this is the same mountain that 3 elk have been killed already this season. So we'll see what happens as far as today goes. But man, it's gorgeous country. Just a pain in the ass to hike. Whew, man. I'm close. Right up there. That's the top. And this whole side of this mountain is just aspen and sage. There's just a couple pine trees starting to come out. This is the full stop. I gotta climb straight up. You can see right up here. Those are the tips of the evergreens at the top. So close, but this hike is just killing me. You gotta work for it, that's for sure. All you elk hunters and deer hunters know that though. Alright, I'll see you at the top. Alright, man, I made it. That's the pines. God, man, it's so worth it once you get up here. Check out this view. Holy crap. Look at that view. So I came from this trail, but on the other side of that hill, just over and down. But that's about how far I hiked on the other side. Just up the ridge, and then right up this ridge, and then up the hill. I'm looking over this bowl right here. I can see any elk coming up this way, any elk coming up this way, and then I kind of have a screen view of all these aspens. See if we see anything moving through there. Man, I spent 5 days in this field. Not like on this specific mountain, but 5 days in the woods looking for animals. It's like you start to think, once you've been doing all this hiking, like 2 or 3 days left, you just like, man, what are people going to ask me? And what am I going to be able to tell them? Am I going to be able to say I got an elk? Or am I going to have to say that, I struck out again? So it really messes with your head. Glassed up a ton of elk up on a private mountain, and we've seen them there before, and the consensus is that they get spooked off that private. They tend to come right to the national forest. So the guys back at camp are going to go hunt this afternoon and see what they can get. But yeah, I mean, it looked fairly promising today. I followed some cow tracks for a while. They seemed to be from last night, maybe yesterday. Today was actually a little warmer than we expected, so I felt good about that. I don't think the forecast looks too crappy for the rest of the week, so hopefully these elk will get moving, and we'll see if we can find some before the end of the day. But yeah, that's about the update for today, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow and Friday, and hopefully we'll get a buck or a cow down. Well, it's day number 6. Getting towards the end of the hunt here. Saw some elk last night. Heard about some elk on this hillside that I'm sitting on this morning. And Just haven't seen anything still yet. So let me give you a quick breakdown of what I'm seeing here. So yesterday we were up here on the top. A lot of elk come through here every once in a while. And they'll come, you know, down this ridge or whatever. Elk tracks on this snow patch right here. So I think they might have come from the top and come down, and seeing if any elk are going to come through, or maybe a mule deer or something. So I'm just going to sit out here all freaking day and see what happens. Beautiful day, as you can see out here, and my plan is to just sit tight and start glassing hills all morning long. See what we can find. Stay tuned. Well guys, I was out here waiting for the elk to come through and just sitting around. Next thing you know, 3 little does come running through, and I thought to myself, man, you might just grab your gun in case there's a buck. Next thing you know, big old 4x4 8-point buck comes right through the trees. He came down this ravine and I thought he was going to just be gone. I had my gun in my hand, threw on my hearing protection really quick, and walked maybe 20 yards from where I was sitting. He came just barely above the ridge, and there's a ridge as a backstop right behind it. So I knew we were clear to shoot. There's nothing in the way. And he came up and showed just the front shoulder. And he wasn't quartering to me or anything, but I knew if I didn't pull the trigger then, he was going to take off. So I held steady, squeezed, and, well, we got him, baby. Nice 8-point buck here. Oh, he's beautiful. That's the exit right there. Like I said, he didn't really give me much. So I got him right here in the shoulder, and then it came directly through out of the backside there. I'm supposed to shoot for an exit, but just the way that he was at, I had to take a shot. And here he is, boys and girls. Look at that background with that 8-point buck right there. Could not be more happy about it. Glory goes to God. Say a little prayer every time I go out and hunt, and I prayed that he would lead me an animal that I can feed my family with. And out came this beautiful deer on the 6th day of hunting. I was getting discouraged. I wasn't really seeing anything. Things were tough, and I was freezing, and I thought, you know, this might be my last day out here. And then the buck shows up. So that's just how fast it can happen. Man, I don't know what to say. I'm so stoked. This is awesome. Man, I'll take this buck any day of the week. What a beauty. So excited. It's an awesome animal. Thank you, God. Awesome. Right, the sun is beginning to set on this beautiful day. Let me give you guys a quick pic of that. And it is gorgeous. A little dark. A little dark when you look right at it. Beautiful landscape. And back to the sunset. I stayed out here a little bit longer today. It paid off clearly with a buck. But, you know, in terms of elk, just have not seen a lot moving. Thought they'd be moving tonight. It's pretty much past shooting light at this point, so anything I see is gonna have to wait till tomorrow. But excited to get the buck. Vern and I were standing here waiting to maybe shoot an elk if something came through, and his horse ran off. So now here I am, stuck at the top of this mountain with my my buck, and the horse was going to pack it out, but it may be going on my back now, which is where the work begins when it comes to hunting. Thanks for checking out the day. We'll keep you posted on how tomorrow goes. If I don't have any video tomorrow because I'm just not sure what's happening, thanks for watching the video. Check out my content for future hunts coming up shortly, and look forward to getting more big game down, man. It tastes good. All right, thanks. See ya. Big old 8-point buck, baby. Got all the meat strapped down, and we're headed out. full ATV. I got the ATV all loaded up. Got the old deer on here. Yeah, he's a beast. Ready to get out. We had to hike out in the dark. It's been a little bit of a ride. So getting ready to head down now, but great day overall. Horses helped me get the deer out. Feeling awesome.